Today we are working on quick, inexpensive gift giving ideas. Hi, I'm Myra with Boutique Paint. As you can see, I have an array of stuff here that we are going to decorate. The idea is that sometimes we like to bake or make stuff to give as gifts, and this is something that you could either make to help embellish if you just don't want to give a Christmas plate with your goodies on it. These are ideas that you can either give just as they are, or you can add cookies or, goodies on this or candies in this, whatever. So we're going to get started. I'm going to have to clear a few things here. So on this one, I'm going to start by painting the lid. This is the lid that came with it. All of these are dollar store items with the exception of this. This I got at TJ Maxx, but they're all inexpensive is the point. So to get started, I'm going to paint the lid of this, and I think I'm going to start with a swan white, so just a basic white. And I just want to paint the lid of this. You could paint the entire thing, the glass and whatnot, or you could just paint the glass, or you don't have to paint it at all. But these are just some quick ideas, and then you can make them your own. And if you do any of these projects, please take pictures. Please post them below. I would love, love, love to see what you're doing. Okay, I'm going to set this aside because it needs to do some drying. I'll set those aside too. I tell you time and time again, I'm going to take a paper towel and just kind of steady this, I think, a little bit. I tell you time and time again, when you have extra resin, do your pours. Put them in a container. These are ones that I did where I added color. But I have just this whole array of fun. And I separate them if I have holiday. I separate them from my everyday. If you want to make this more of an everyday look, by all means, pull out your other box of goodies and use those. But you can see I've got all kinds of fun stuff. That's nice because they're all three different. I like that. Okay, so we're going to get some E6000. And the reason why I'm using E6000 is because it's really good for sticking on stuff that's a little harder to stick on. Now you don't have to paint the lid. You could just, glue these on and go and not worry about the top. And I might change my mind about the color. That little guy just wants to run, doesn't he? Both of them do. So I'm going to grab some of my painter's tape here. There we go. Perfect. And then I'll give it a chance to dry. I'm going to take the paper towel that I had it sitting on and just set it aside with it to keep it in that position. I'm going to do this cutting board next. Like I said, I got this at TJ Maxx. I am using the winter adornment, and the reason why I'm using this one is it's got such nice little greeneries, but I also wanted something that maybe could go with Christmas or any other time of the year, summer, whatever. And I like this one because it's got berries on it. And I just thought that was super sweet. So I'm going to just lay it out where I want it. I'm just going to do a little section here. Actually, I'm going to wait and because I think I want to put that one a little closer. And I'm going to use our black ink. And with these boards, they are not designed to be washed, like, you know, throw in the sink and sit in water. They're designed to be wiped down. So for that reason, and there's a sticker on the back that says it, so you should be fine with stamping on the board and it not going away as far as, but also I think once it sets on the wood, it will be just fine. If you are a little bit worried about it, what you could do is Mod Podge makes a dishwasher safe top coat, and you could use that. That one is a gloss, and I think I would want to get a satin or a matte if they have it for a project like this. Beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to pull that, and I'm going to do my other one here. I think I want it to kind of be coming out of the berries. Perfect. So you could put your cookies on here and then you could wrap it up and it'd be ready to go. You could put a red bow at the top or whatever also. So we'll set that aside real quick. And we'll start on this. I don't know if you've seen, there are all over Pinterest where you get these baskets, which are dollar store, and then you get a candlestick holder and you put it on here and it makes this little cute basket on a stand. I saw this and I thought that would be super cute, is a little either cookie or candy holder for the holidays. But we could also decorate this one up separate also. Or you could mix and match depending on what you're wanting to do or what you're wanting to give. I don't like the gold, so I'm going to do crinoline on this, which is just kind of an off-white. So we're going to set these aside while they dry. I can pick it up without getting my hands all painted. On this basket, I'm thinking I'm going to use some snowflakes, and these might be a little bit easier if you want to be rounding it around the basket. These still have some flexibility because they're newly poured. So if you want them to actually go around the edge of the baskets, you probably should make them up fresh with the resin or use clay and then just put them right on to the basket. So I'm once again going to use the E6000. I don't think I'm going to, that's the back of the basket, so I think I'm going to flip it around. Of course, you could always use the snowflakes to cover up the back, and then you wouldn't have that thicker area showing. And once again, we're probably going to have to tape this so it sits in place. And I think I'm going to put a thing of paint in there to kind of hold it while I am doing this. So you want something kind of heavy. And then we will use scissors from keeping it rocking also. and we'll set him aside, let it dry, and then we'll see if we want to add a ribbon or anything else to it. Let's scoot him along. For this one, I want to put the transfer onto the lid, and this little cap doesn't, or the little handle doesn't come off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to run it right up the center, kind of see where I want that to be. I think I want it to go up just a smidge higher, and then I'm just going to take it and do a small circle out of the middle here. There we go. Perfect. Let's grab a stick. So next what we want to do is we want to glue this onto the stand. Once again, just using the 6000. This little tiny tube is what I had. My big one is in the house. So you use what you got. There we go, and I'll wax that. I didn't want to wax it. I mean, you could wax it ahead of time and just not wax the top, because the wax will keep the glue from helping it stick to your plastic. So on the lid, I ended up painting it green, and I painted it one green and I didn't really like that. So then I painted it the second green, and I kind of liked having the two-toned, so I kind of left it that way. But I do want to add a little bit of gold, so I'm going to do the stamp pad trick, and I'm just going to go around it real quick. And this isn't going to show up a whole lot, it's just going to be something very subtle on this particular gold. And it doesn't have to be everywhere. You're just kind of adding just a little bit of accents. There we go. And then that will be ready once your glue dries on your little trees there, or whatever you put on there. So those are our 4 projects for this week. If you have any questions about any of the products that I used in this video, you can go to our website at www.boutiquepaint.com, and thank you so much for joining me. Bye.